A fierce lacrosse defender, Carrie McCullough-Brown was a two-time IWLCA All-Region selection and the first Heron to earn first-team All-America honors. During her 4 seasons, she and her classmates limited the opposition to just 7.8 goals per game, including a mere 7.0 goals per game in 1987, while compiling a 37-18 record. As a first year who grew up in Rye, New York, while also spending some of her early life in Geneva, Carrie was part of an 8-5 Heron team that finished second in the state tournament thanks to a semifinal upset of second-seeded Division I opponent Colgate. She also helped the lacrosse team win the Dean's Award, which is the Heron team with the highest GPA, and a very coveted award, let me tell you that. During her sophomore year, Carrie gave Heron fans a glimpse of the team-first attitude and loyalty to William Smith that are so closely associated with her today. With the Heron's starting goalie unavailable due to illness, she hopped in goal and stared down mighty Cornell. For 30 minutes, Carrie frustrated the Big Red, making 11 saves as William Smith went into halftime tied at 7. While Cornell rallied for a 15-10 victory, it was the closest the Herons had played the Big Red in several seasons. William Smith finished with a 9-6 record and won the 1985 ECAC Mid-Atlantic Championship. Carrie anchored the Heron defense as a junior, helping the team to a program-best 10-3 record and a third-place finish in the New York State AIAW tournament. Playing cover point, she almost always drew the opponent's top-scoring threat. Carrie earned All-State and Bryan All-Region recognition. She was also presented with William Smith's Hazel Nettleship 1965 Hardy Award. In 1987, as a team captain, she led the Herons to a 10-4 overall record, a third-place finish in the state tournament, and the program's first NCAA tournament berth. Carrie and her teammates held Denison to just 4 goals to win their NCAA debut and advance to the semifinals. Carrie's accolades for her senior season included All-America First Team, All-State First Team, and a share of the team's MVP award. Passionate about William Smith, Carrie served as sports editor of the Herald and was a student representative on the William Smith Dean's Committee. She graduated with a bachelor's degree in economics and continued to bleed Heron green forever, even after her 4 years here at William Smith were done. Carrie has served as an officer and a board member of the Heron Society for over a decade and has been a generous supporter of William Smith athletics. A former assistant and head girls lacrosse coach at Cheshire High School in Connecticut, Carrie is currently in her 7th season as an assistant golf coach at Quinnipiac University. It is my honor to present Carrie McCullough-Brown as a member of the Heron Hall of Honor, class of 2016.
I'm honored to be standing here tonight. I'm glad to have my mom, my husband, my children, some of my friends, and former teammates here. Thank you to the Hall of Honor Selection Committee, and congratulations to all the other inductees tonight. When Deb called me to tell me the good news, I paused for a moment. Before I responded, Deb said, "I know, you would have preferred this when your dad was still here." And she was right. That's exactly what I was thinking. My dad went to Notre Dame, and besides his family, the passion in his life was the love of his alma mater. Are they winning now, Pete? I hope so. Okay. Deb has asked each of us to share with you about our time as a Heron and how being a Heron has shaped, influenced, or impacted us. Well, I'm proud to say that just like my dad, who loved his alma mater, I have the same type of love and passion for William Smith and being a Heron. Tonight we celebrate 35 years as Herons. I graduated almost 30 years ago, but William Smith was part of my life long before that. My family moved to Geneva in 1972 for 3 years. My first memories of HWS are sledding right out these windows on that hill. My first exposure to lacrosse was attending Hobart lacrosse games, and I remember hanging out by the tennis courts a lot. My mom was an avid tennis player and a very good tennis player. So thanks, Mom, for being a great role model and encouraging me to play many different sports. As a defender, my name rarely appeared in a box score or a newspaper article, but on the field I did contribute to many firsts for William Smith athletics. My freshman year, we were the first lacrosse team to play in the state championship game. My sophomore year, we had a strong team and had a chance of making the NCAA tournament. but Cortland absolutely crushed us in states. It was not a good game. Instead, we were invited to play in the ECAC championships. We defeated Ithaca for the first time ever and won that title, the first championship for William Smith lacrosse. I never forgot that game at Cortland, though, in states. My goal for the next 2 years was not to let the player I was defending score. There are no stats to back me up with this, but there were very few that I defended that scored goals my junior and senior years. I take great pride in being named to an All-State and Regional All-American and being William Smith's first USWLA first-team All-American. Cortland was still our nemesis my junior year, and we did not make NCAAs besides our best record ever. My senior year, we played Cortland twice, and we beat them twice. We finally qualified for the NCAA tournament, another first. Off to Denison we went. We beat them, our first NCAA tournament win. Unfortunately, our next game was a loss, and my lacrosse career as a Heron ended. But being part of William Smith and being a proud Heron has continued on ever since. I've been an admissions volunteer since I graduated and enjoy sharing my love of the school and athletic programs with prospective students. I have been on the Alumni Council, a reunion coordinator, and a loyal donor to the colleges. I was thrilled when Susan Bassett asked me to be on the Heron Society Board of Directors. My real passion for William Smith is athletics. I can't contribute on the field anymore, but I feel I'm still part of the team and the Heron family by contributing in other ways to this outstanding athletic program. It has been my pleasure to sit on the board with so many incredible William Smith alumni. My most meaningful contribution to William Smith was my donation to the Pat Genovese lacrosse team room. Not only did it honor my incredible coach and friend Pat, and it's a beautiful locker room, but it means so much more to me to have the lacrosse team at Boswell Field and equal facilities as Hobart lacrosse. My junior year, we hosted this state tournament here. The field we play on was not regulation size, and we wanted the finals to be on Boswell Field. Hobart was in the middle of winning 10 straight national championships, and there was no way they were going to let us play on their field. That bothered me for many years. After all, this is Hobart and William Smith, and things should be equal. Well, it may have taken 20 years, but now Boswell Field is home to both William Smith and Hobart lacrosse. And to see William Smith painted in the end zone is extremely satisfying for me. And I was thrilled to finally play on Boswell Field in an alumni game a few years ago. I still love lacrosse. I'm a longtime coach in Cheshire, and I love to share my passion of the game. I'm also an assistant golf coach at Quinnipiac University. I enjoy coaching and trying to be as good a role model and coach to these young women as Pat was for me. 2 years ago, Pat came to Cheshire for the night. My son Peter had a lacrosse game. He is a goalie. As Biz mentioned, I briefly was a goalie for William Smith. And as Pat pointed out to me that night, Peter was a much better goalie than I. She also told me I taught him well, and that meant the world to me. I do have one more story. I was playing for my club's golf championship 10 years ago. I had played in the championship finals 2 times before and had lost. I'm on the 3rd hole, and I'm already down 2 holes, and about to go down 3, when a heron flew out of the pond and across the fairway in front of me. I had never seen a heron at our club before. I turned to my friend caddying for me, and I said, "I'm going to win today." Given my current situation, it was not looking good for me. She said, "How do you know that?" And I said, "See the hat I'm wearing?" I was wearing my William Smith lacrosse hat. I said, "I'm a William Smith heron, and that heron that just flew by was a sign that I'm going to win today." Well, I did lose that hole, but thought about the heron on the way to the next hole and about what being a heron means to me. You play hard, you give it your all, and you never give up. I did win the club championship that day for the first time, and have won it a few times since then, and each and every time I was wearing my William Smith lacrosse hat. It was an honor to play for William Smith many years ago, and I continue to have great pride in being a Heron. I am a Heron for life. And as I stand here tonight wearing my William Smith green, I am thrilled to be inducted to the Heron Hall of Honor. Thank you.